I will now give the floor to the Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights, to be followed by Western Thrace Minority University Graduates Association. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ahmad Shahidov. I represent Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. And before I start my speech, I would like to mention that a mass attack against Azerbaijan is organized here today. And it is as if all the speakers received concrete instructions from the same center. Therefore, I would like to respond to the opinions expressed here one by one. In response to my Azerbaijani colleague, human rights activist Emin Huseynov, I want to share that those Shia Muslims he is talking about are radical religious groups supported by Iran, and Emin Huseynov is very well aware of this fact, but here he deliberately spreads false information. And yesterday I replied to a US State Department representative about here, and I remind you today again that religious freedoms are completely guaranteed in Azerbaijan. However, radical elements that threaten the country's national security and regional stability are prevented. This is the common case everywhere in the world. I want to respond to the Armenian origin representative of the Freedom House organizations who spoke here. I want to ask if Freedom House issued a single statement during the occupation of Azerbaijani lands in the last 30 years. Has Freedom House published a report on the Khojaly genocide committed by Armenians in 1992? Has Freedom House talked about the ballistic missiles fired at Ganja in 2020? As a human rights defender, I personally do not consider the Freedom House organization seriously, and I think that this organization is heavily influenced by the Armenian lobby in the United States, and in my opinion, the US State Department should investigate the financial sources of Freedom House and similar organizations and reveal the facts of corruption. I want to respond to a representative of so-called Union of Informed Citizen organization who spoke before me. The information presented to you is biased. Azerbaijan also supports the return of ethnic Armenian residents born in Karabakh to their homes. But Armenia is against the return of ethnic Azerbaijanis from Zengezur to their homes. Don't you think this is a double standard? Karabakh Armenians have human rights, but Azerbaijanis from Zengezur, so-called Sunni, do not have human rights. We are talking here about discrimination, but you express here a clear example of discrimination in your speech. What a strange approach, I don't understand. It was Armenia that occupied the lands of Azerbaijan, and during the occupation, 1 million refugees were in Azerbaijan, in my country. The mosques were destroyed in Karabakh, in Azerbaijan. Despite all this, we want to forget what happened and open a new page, but you, dear Armenian colleagues, still do not give up your claims. We also didn't forget the Khojaly genocide committed in 1992, the Baganis Iron massacre, the Agdaban tragedy, and the ballistic missiles fired at Ganja. Let's be friends. Let's not hate each other. Thank you.